ultimate guide to the new Stardew Valley 1.6 events is here. In this video, we are going to talk about the new Desert Festival. We're also going to discuss the Trout Derby and the Squid Fest. I am going to share with yourselves some amazing tips and tricks that you can use right now to make the most out of those events and to get the top prizes. To access the desert event, you need to be in the desert on the 15th, 16th or 17th of spring. And this event, like all the other events, happen every single year. You also need to have the bus repair, so whether you go to Georgia route or the community centre route, the very minimum requirement is you have the bus repaired so you can get out here to the desert. Now let's talk about the races here. Throughout the day, you can bet on races that take place on the hour. If your chosen contestant wins, you'll receive 20 calico eggs. Now each day, the first winning bet you make on Escargot, which is the slowest contestant, you'll get 100 calico eggs. Now it is quite rare that Escargot does win, but when it does, it is very satisfying indeed. Now you can place bets until 9:50 PM. If you want to spend the whole day placing bets, you absolutely can. You don't have to do any of the other desert activities. Desert Festival is absolutely packed with different types of merchants. One of the merchants being the usual travelling cart. Now this travelling cart is the exact same as the travelling cart you meet in Cindersap Forest and you meet in other festivals that happen throughout the year. She sells regular rotating stock, but her stock will change every single day. What you have here now is another merchant that will sell you items provided you have the necessary calico eggs to purchase them. You love collecting items, and if you don't want to miss out on any of the decor, it's worth checking out the stocks of all these merchants every single day you're at the event, as some of the stock does change. Let's talk about the villager shops. Every day 2 villagers are chosen randomly to host their own shops at the festival. These shops are available from 12 PM to 12 AM. The items you can buy in these shops depend on what kind of villager you have as the merchant of today. There's 2 villagers I want to point out that in my opinion sell the best stuff, and that's Jazz, as we can see here. He sells the ancient doll for just 1 calico egg. You can use that to get the Meowmere. And if you don't know what the Meowmere is, check out my tips videos. She also sells the magic rock candy for 300 calico eggs. That's one of the best, if not the best buff food in the game. Emily also sells a prismatic shard. So if you get Jazz or Emily, you're in for a real treat when you come to this event. Now we're going to talk about Emily and Sandy's outfit services. So every day, Emily and Sandy will offer you a random new outfit with a short cutscene, and it's really cool to do so because you're going to get free clothes from doing that. And if you don't like the clothes, don't worry about it. You can just take them off and put back on your original clothes, because your original clothes will just be placed back in your backpack. The outfits aren't random. There's a total of 61 different types of outfits that are loaded into the game, and you can have any one of those. On days where you get Emily as a merchant, Sandy will take over and she will end up putting the clothes on for you instead. It doesn't make a difference if you get Emily or Sandy. There's still a random chance in terms of what set of clothing you're going to get from the 61 combinations. Also worth noting as well that the calico eggs you collect during this event can be saved until the next event. So you can take these calico eggs home, put them in a chest, and you can come back then to the desert next year and you can reuse those calico eggs no problem. So if you do want to save for something, you can do that, no hassle at all. Let's talk about the chef here. The chef will cook you up a dish based on 2 ingredients that you choose. The hearty bones, for example, will give your first stat a defense +3. Cave loaf will give you a mining +3. The rare fruit will give you a luck +3. The extremely sharp cheddar will give you an attack +3. And the shrimp fishing will give you a fishing +3. You can then merge any one of those buffs with the following buffs when you get to the second category of ingredients that you can select. So if I go with the rich Mariana, I get a defense +1. If I go with the mushroom cream, it's a mining +1. The cherry syrup is a luck +1. The pungent garlic is an attack +1. And the uncomfortably hot sauce is a speed +1. So I'm going to go with the warrior smoothie. So because I want +3 luck and +1 attack, I'm going to select the rare fruit and the pungent garlic. You don't have to get +1 attack. If you want to get luck +3 and speed +1, you can select the rare fruit and the uncomfortable hot sauce. It's totally up to yourself. If you want to know all of the combinations, just check out the wiki under my video description, and that will bring you through all of the super combos you can have this chef cook up for you. Not only that, but the dish that you eat that this chef gives you stacks with your buff food and your buff drink, meaning that you can absolutely deck yourself out in insane luck if you want a super successful Skull Cavern run. You can access this chef super early in the morning as well, so if you want to spend the whole day in the Skull Cavern, make sure you make use of that chef. Let's talk about the cactus merchant. This guy will give you 1 cactus every year, so if you get the cactus today, he won't give you any more cactus decorations for the rest of the event, so unfortunately, it's just 1 per year. And there are countless combinations of cactus that this merchant can give you. So it is worth coming getting these cactus every year because they're so unique. And when you end up with about 5 or 10 of these and you can plant them on your farm, it does look really cool and it adds a fabulous aesthetic to the farm in general. Let's talk to good old Willy. Willy will have a unique quest for us every single day we come to this event. On the 15th, he will always ask you to catch 3 sandfish. When you do so, he will give you 25 calico eggs as a reward. Now the next day, on the 16th, he will ask you to catch a scorpion carp. Now the scorpion carp is quite difficult, so prepare yourself for that. But if you do catch a scorpion carp, Willy will give you 50 calico eggs. And on the 17th, Willy will ask you to get back his rare golden bobber, and you get 30 eggs for fishing that up. So it's just a nice way to get some bonus calico eggs if you need them. There's also a trash can at the desert, and you can open that up every single day for some extra calico eggs. There's also the shrouded figure here who can send you home for 250 gold. I think that's a waste because the bus is literally a few steps south of that figure. We also have the scholar who can ask you questions, and if you get all questions correct, you will get 50 calico eggs. But the questions the scholar can ask you are quite limited. There's a total of 30 questions this NPC here can ask you, so if you're not sure of the answer, just click on the link in my video description. It will bring you to the wiki and it will give you the answer to every single question this merchant can ask you. If the scholar asks you how many steps you have taken, choose the numerical middle value. Next up, let's talk about the big event here of the Desert Festival, and this is how you get the most calico eggs. It's by doing a Skull Cavern run. Now before you go to the Skull Cavern, you can choose a couple of quests here. You've got Treasure Hunt, collect 15 pieces of iridium ore, or Deep Dive, reach level 30 of the Skull Cavern. There's also the possibility of getting a quest called Monster Hunt, and Marlin will just task you with killing 10 of specific enemy, and that could be 10 mummies, 10 purple slimes, or 10 serpents. Now before you go to the Skull Cavern, if you want to make the most out of your run, you could stack up your luck buffs. You could take a magic rock candy. I also have my lucky rings. We could take a ginger ale, and we could take a luck buff from the chef as well. We also have the special charm also. And if you come in here on a super lucky day, you can get some serious treasure floor rooms. Let's do a Skull Cavern run right now and check it out. So, when you're doing the Skull Cavern run, there's a bonus quest. Every time you get down 5 floors, you will gain a rank. If you gain a rank of 55, that will get you the best reward off Gil. If you click on those calico statues, that will also give you a rank, but the statues can either give you a buff or a debuff. Some of the buffs could be full refresh, so your health and energy will be restored. Some statues will give you a debuff, for example, enemies will hit you harder, or enemy types will get upgraded to dangerous virgins. So we just got an egg rating of 55 there, that's the best you can get. As a reward, we are going to get a ton of calico eggs, 500 there in total, and a magic rock candy. If you get lesser ratings, you do get lesser rewards, but it is the best event to do to get tons of calico eggs. My advice, just spam staircases, get the egg rating, and just take in all the lovely calico eggs. It's also worth noting that if you pass out in the Skull Caverns, he will not give you any rewards the next day because it resets. So just bear in mind, you need to get to Gil before 2 o'clock before you pass out, or you will not get any rewards. Next up, let's talk about a new fishing event, the Trout Derby. Now this is a fishing mini festival that occurs on the 20th and the 21st of summer. The festival starts 10 past 6 AM, so literally first thing in the morning, and it ends at 2 AM on both days. So you can do this for the whole day if you want. But the festival will always take place in Cindersap Forest by the river near Marnie's Ranch. During the festival, you can fish in the river to catch rainbow trout, which can be caught all day long and regardless of the weather conditions. Now, each rainbow trout catch from anywhere with the exception of from a fish pond has a 33% chance to give you a golden tag. Now the chance is multiplied by the number of rainbow trout caught. So for example, if you had wild bait and you pulled up 2 rainbow trout, there's a 66% chance you'd get a golden tag. If you had challenge bait, you pulled up 3 rainbow trout, there's a 99% chance you're going to get a golden tag. You can trade in the golden tags for loot. Now the loot goes round in a cycle. So the bucket hat, the crab pot, the mystery box, the diamond, the mounted trout, deluxe bait, triple shot espressos, quality sprinklers, warp totems to the farm, and omni geodes. So basically, if you want to get 2 diamonds, you will have to go through all of the other prizes before it brings you back around again to get the 2nd diamond. The good thing about this event is that you can cycle through those items as many times as you want, provided you have golden tags. So challenge bait is the way to go. Next up, let's talk about the Squid Fest, which is almost the exact same as the Trout Derby. Now this festival takes place on the 12th and 13th of winter. Now the whole idea with this event is to catch a total of 8 squid before the day is out. 8 is the maximum number of squid to get the top tier prize. There's no point catching any more squid after that because you can only claim the prizes once per day. So once you've gotten your 8 squid, that's it, you can leave the event and do something else for the day. I recommend using an advanced iridium rod here with master for an increased fishing bar, challenge bait so you pull up 3 fish every time, so you can pull up 3 squid, which makes life way easier, 2 cork bumpers which increase your fishing bar as well, and also a fishing buff food which further increases the fishing bar. As you can see, my fishing bar was huge and I was able to get 8 squid, and it's only 20 past 12 along with tons of other fish. The rewards are amazing. Seafoam pudding, a pearl. We also got some coffee there as well. We've got Dish Up to Sea, a very good food there for fishing skill increase. You also get a book of power called The Art of Crabbing. Crab pots have a 25% chance to yield a double, which is absolutely amazing. So it really makes the crab pots a lot more spicier to use. You can get those exact same prizes on the 13th provided you get the 8 squids. So it's a really good event to do. And if you are seeking up all those books of power, you will have to do that event. So that is it. I'm going to leave the video there. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks again for watching, and a huge shout out to all my channel members. Thanks so much for supporting me, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and make sure to watch my other videos. I have tons of 100 videos if you want to watch long form content.